First hole here at the Nicklaus course, par 4, 378 yards. We hit 3-wood right towards that center bunker. Let's see what we can do. Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to another video. I know you guys are used to me doing the live commentary, but unfortunately in today's video here at PGA West Jack Nicklaus tournament course, I was not able to do a on-course commentary. Not the best drive there, but got 168 yards that pin. We hang an 8-iron and see if we can put it close. So, unfortunately, I will be doing a voiceover today for most of today's video to kind of walk you guys along what is going on in this video. So, just to show you guys, this course was in great condition. From the day I filmed this, it's 3 weeks until the American Express. So the course is in great shape, and you'll be able to see some of the signs and stuff that they have up already. Actually, on the stadium course, which unfortunately I was not able to play, they have a couple of the grandstand setups, which they look really cool, and even though they're not quite done yet, they're very close, so it'll be cool to see those once they are fully complete. So a good par on the first hole. Second hole, 444 yards, playing slightly up, so probably about 430. Not much out there, so we set and driver up that right-hand side, and let's see what we can do. As you guys could probably already tell, I was able to do some of the live commentary, but I was actually playing as someone's guest today, and unfortunately, we were having to be pushed along quite a bit, so I wasn't able to do all the filming I wanted to do. But I still blocked this tee shot just a little bit right. Got 172 yards to that flag. Gonna be playing about 180 because of the sand, so we'll be hitting a 7-iron. Try to keep it just left of that pin, and let's see if we can put it close. Sorry about that, guys. Had to cut out a little bit there. But I still wanted to show you guys this video because the course is in great shape, and it really shows how good these courses can be. So let's get right into the video. Mud ball there. So that wasn't a bad shot, just missing a little right of the green. You guys might be able to see my back foot slipped out just a little bit, which didn't help. But that was a 7-iron from 170 yards out of that bunker. So I've definitely gotten better at hitting fairway bunker shots, and not catching them fat. So a third shot from just off the green. Got underneath this one a little bit. As you guys can see, most of the rough is dormant right now. But the spot I was in was still pretty soft, so I just kind of went right underneath it. So now I got about a 12-footer for par. And the greens were rolling great. You can see there's a light dusting of sand, which is just a top dressing. The greens weren't punched or anything. So a really good putt there. I was able to roll it in for par. Really good par there. Good to get the par off early. So now into the third hole. Sorry about being a little blurry. Par 3. Oh, out there for a second. Par 3, 165 yards. We hit an 8-iron. See if we can put it close. Way inside. Woo. Alright, so as you guys could probably tell, not the greatest shot there. Blocked it a little right. And didn't follow it up with a great shot either. Hoped it wouldn't roll into the bunker, but unfortunately it did, so not the best start to this hole. No, not a super hard bunker shot, just a little bit of a narrow opening. So kind of splashed it out and got it as close as I could, so as you guys are about to see. Rolled probably 10 feet past, and this was a tricky putt, just a big slider here. I'm just trying to match up pace and line, and unfortunately just didn't quite have the line for that speed. Alright, that hole kind of sucked there, but it's going to happen. Got to hit the irons better. Now on to the fourth hole, 549 yards, par 5. We're sending it down the middle with a little draw, and let's see what we can do. So pretty good drive there up the left side. Pretty happy with it. Wasn't hitting my driver great during warm-up, so it was good to get this ball in the fairway. And unfortunately, big pull, if you guys remember back to my last video at Strawberry Farms, you would know. Wasn't swinging great on the back nine, and this is actually the day after playing that course, so swing wasn't really much different. But you guys can see this ball barely stayed in bounds. I don't know how it did, and unfortunately on this third shot, just kind of quick hit it and just didn't quite think all the way through and left it a little short. I still got a putt at birdie, which isn't terrible. So let's see. I had a good pace on that one. Just didn't quite have the line correct. I thought it would break just a little bit more. Good par there. Not the greatest second shot, but stayed in bounds barely. So that always helps. Now onto the fifth hole, 364 yards. Split fairway. We take the driver at the left side with a little cut and see if we can put it close. Good tee shot there. Just got about 100 yards into this pin, so I'm hitting a 50-degree wedge here. Just trying to aim right at that pin and put it close. Hit it perfectly, and it was just left of the pin. As you guys can see, this ball just ended up past the pin. Didn't quite roll back off that little slope like I thought it would. But still a really good putt, or a really good shot. And then followed up with a pretty bad putt. I mean, just completely misread the line and pace. Yeah, as you can see, I hit that about 3 feet past, but able to roll it in. Another good par there. Trying to keep grinding along. Hopefully we can make a birdie or two coming up. But 6th hole, 462. Gonna be hitting a driver, starting it right over that bunker with a little draw. Let's see what we can do. So I hit this tee shot just a little right. I am down in the overseeded rough, though, in this little valley. So I got 175 yards hitting a 7-iron here. Hit it pretty well, and I was playing for it to cut a little bit. And it went dead straight. So it had the cut distance, but unfortunately, it just was too straight. It was a good shot. It just didn't quite cut like I wanted it to. See, I'm kind of talking to one of my playing partners there. Didn't quite know when one of them was hitting, but yeah, you see that ball just came up short. So just a little chip here. With the light top dressing, the greens were a little bit firmer, and I wasn't quite getting a lot of spin with my chips. So you see this one roll just a little past the hole, about 10 feet. You can see here a view of kind of the fairway and the rough, and with the overseeded fairways, they're in great shape. So it'll be a fun tournament to watch in 3 weeks, and was able to roll that one in, which was nice. Good par there. Really happy with where I'm rolling my putter right now, so hopefully we can keep that up. And now on to the 7th hole, 527 yards. A ripping driver up the center with a little draw. Trying to get it kind of just right, or just left of that tree. And let's see what we can do.
Shot down the left side toward that.
Another pretty good drive there. I got 240 yards in, so I'm going to be ripping a 2-iron at this and just see if we can put it close. Hit it pretty well, just kind of left the face a little open, so it hung out just a touch right, and it did catch the greenside bunker. So it came about 25 yards short, but still a pretty good shot. Sand was pretty soft, which you would expect for a PGA Tour course, so made that bunker shot pretty easy and actually spun a little bit more than I wanted it to. So got about a 20-footer now for birdie. Just, again, trying to get the speed right. That's really kind of what I'm working on right now. And I had the speed perfect and just bad putt and pulled it a ton. So another par, which is never bad. Another good par there. Almost rolled it in, just pulled the putt a little bit, but once again, pars aren't bad. We're playing pretty good golf, except for one hole, but it's just gonna happen. Now it's the 8th hole. We are playing a little up from the tips. You can see they're usually back there, but with the American Express being out here in a couple weeks, they have that tee box closed. So today's playing 155 yards to that pin right there. Can we try to start a ball close to the middle of the green and cut it back? And let's see if we can put it close.
On the green.
So I was a little in between clubs on that tee shot, and it went a little long, as you guys can see. I hit an 8-iron, probably should have hit a 9-iron, but still, we're pin high, so we're just going to try to splash this ball out. And there was a big ridge short of that pin, so it was really difficult to put this ball super close. And I put it about as close as I could, which was, I think, about 6 or 7 feet past the pin. You can see it is pretty close, but it was really tough to get that bunker shot close. Wasn't able to get too much spin, especially with water in the background. And once again, just pushed it. Not a great stroke. Still kind of working on squaring it up more consistently. Not the greatest hole there, but not terrible. That is a tough par 3. So on to the 9th hole, 461 from the tips. And once again, we're playing a little up. So probably about 440, 450 right in there. See the green, that's not our green is back behind these trees. So we're gonna be setting the driver up this right hand side with a little draw. Let's see what we can do.
You good? I'll come back. Yep.
A good drive there. I actually hit it really well. I have 150 yards, I think, into this pin. So I'm hitting a 9-iron, and I mean, you guys can see there's water all left of this, short and left. So the miss is slightly right of this pin, and I pulled it, which is not the place you want to miss because I'm having to carry it further over water now. And luckily, I did take a little bit more club, so the ball did carry on the green, but not by much. So we got probably about a 45-foot putt here, just trying to lag it close. And this is really, again, where speed comes into play. And I thought this ball was about to drop. I mean, it was about a roll short. So a really good putt there and a really good 2-putt from long range. All right, 10th hole, par 4. We got the sign right here again, 370 yards. And we're trying to take driver up the right side with a little draw, try to keep it away from that bunker. And let's see what we can do. As I mentioned earlier, you can see all of the American Express stuff, and even here they have the stands up, which is really cool. So I'm playing here about 3 weeks before the tournament, so of course it's in great shape, as you guys can probably tell. So really cool to play a course right before the tour gets here. It kind of gives you a sense of how the course is actually going to play when the pros get here. So really neat experience. Yeah, if you guys already couldn't tell, I was so happy to be playing this course right before the tour plays here, because I mean this is exactly how the pros are going to play it. With the addition of a couple tougher pin locations, actually just one with the course rotation, but pretty much everything else was about the same. And as you guys can tell, I didn't hit the best shot there. It was 120 yards, hit a 50 degree, and it hit that hill and shot hard right. So a little unfortunate, but great recovery shot, and you guys will about see this ball just ended up short. So really nice shot. Really good up and down there, safe par. It's nice when the fairways and rough are nice and soft. You can get underneath them real easily. Now to the 11th hole, 528 yards. We are playing a little back from the tips just to get to the actual yardage. So we're gonna be sending the driver down the center of the fairway with a little draw. Trying to keep it away from those hills over there. And let's see what we can do. So not a bad drive there. Still left myself with a long way in. Pin was back. It was about 270 to the back pin, about 250 to the middle. So we're ripping through, trying to get it up there. And I mishit just a little bit. It was kind of low heel. You guys can see it ended up in the greenside bunker. And I had a 50-yard bunker shot here. So I just took a 50-degree wedge and, just trusted it, take a little more club, and just take the same swing. And it came out well. Unfortunately, I need a little bit more swing. I got scared of thinning it because it's not a shot I'm quite used to. But still not a terrible shot. I think I had about 30 feet here for my birdie. So I'm not really thinking about making this because the 30-footer, I felt like if I put a good stroke on it and got good speed, that I would give it a good chance. And you guys can probably see, it's a little bit hard to tell. But it was a good speed, but once again, just a bad stroke, pushed it again. But pars are never bad, so let's move on to the next hole. Good par there. Now on to the 12th hole. We're actually playing back of where the pros will be playing from. It's playing 173 of that front pin. Hitting a 7-iron, pretty much right at it. Let's see if we can put it close. So I had really good distance on this shot, just pulled it a little bit, and I cut a little bit too much ball here. And tour course, little mistakes like that are going to cost you. So, as you guys can tell, rolled it over the other side of the green. So, I probably have a even tougher shot here just because I have to hit up onto a firm green. Rolled it a little past, and now we got the putt, and we're talking about speed, and I just hit it straight through the break. Once again, not a very good hole there. Really just not playing great on these par threes, which is not the best, but we're gonna try to keep moving forward. Now onto the 13th hole, 419 yards. Hitting driver at that bunker on the right with a little draw. At least we're gonna try to. Let's see what we can do. Good drive there. Got 127 yards to this pin. Gonna be hitting a soft pitching wedge. Probably just left this pin. Let it cut back, and see if we can put it close.
Birdie! Oh, a birdie. Nice putt.
Really good birdie there. Definitely helps half of the poor par three. So we're gonna keep moving on, see if we can continue that momentum. 442 yards. See the green right down there. We try to hit a driver starting up this right hand side with a little draw. And let's see if we can get it in play. We have 184 yards in here. Gonna be hitting a 6-iron. Trying to start just right of the pin, draw it in. Hit this one pretty well. Unfortunately, it just kind of hung out to the right. So you guys we'll see here. It just missed the green a little to the right. Not terrible though, but this was a terrible putt. Left it well short. I had a good probably 10-footer here to save my par. But we'll go ahead and try to roll it with good pace and pushed it a little bit, but saved it and good par there. Really good par save there. I'm really rolling it well today, and it definitely helps that these greens are rolling pretty nicely. So now on to 15, 572 yard par 5. Maybe trying to take it right edge of the left fairway with a little draw. And our second shot, we have to over onto an island green, so we're probably gonna be laying up for our second shot. So going up the left will give us the best angle. And also look at this view from the tee box. You got the mountains in the background, you got more mountains over there. Still a really cool course and in really good condition right before the pros get here. So let's see what we can do.
Yeah, here we go. On the left side. Is it okay?
I never saw where it ended up. Good second shot, got 118 into that pin. We're hitting a 50-degree wedge and see if we can put it close. Why? Gotta go. Not a very good hole there. Just not hitting great shots, and yeah, that's about all I can say there. So on to 16, 440 yards. Be hitting driver, trying to get up this right-hand side. So let's see what we can do. Good drive there up the right side of this fairway, giving us a great view at this pin. So we got 160 yards. We're hitting a full 9-iron because it was slightly downwind. Unfortunately, just not a very good swing, and this ball's going to come up a little bit short of the green. So I thought about putting this, but I decided on chipping it just to get a little bit of carry, and once again left this ball about a roll short. So a really good chip and a tap in for par. Now on hole 17, didn't have time to talk about this hole. So it was playing a little up from the tips. Once again, with the American Express being here in 3 weeks, they have the par 3 tees closed. So 185 yards, hitting a 6-iron, just trying to knock it down. Hit it well, but just kind of ended up a little short. The pin was in the back, so we're in the middle of the green. This is about a 45-foot putt. We're just trying to roll it with good pace and get it as close as we can. And really good pace, and just thought I would break a little bit more. So we'll go ahead and tap that one in for a par. So we're moving on to 18, and let's see what we can do. Good par there. Not the best tee shot, but we got on the green, which is all that matters. So we're not hitting our irons well. So, yeah, sorry about not having an intro there. We kind of rushed through that hole a little bit. But now we're on to 18, 453 yards, and very difficult finishing hole. You got water all the way down the right. Greens are over there, but a really cool view of the mountains. So we're gonna be ripping driver, kind of right at that Y-shaped tree. And let's see if we can finish with one more good drive. Really good drive there. Got 159 yards to that pin. We're gonna be hitting an 8-iron, try to knock it down a little bit. And see if we can put it close.
Saw that one. Beautiful. Go. Oh yes. Yeah, gonna have a birdie putt up down.